Hey everybody, I am that broker girl, Sandy Burnett. I'm here with my very good friend, and today she's my mentor. I'm here with Haley Kaplan, also one of the prettiest clients I've ever had. So you're supposed to say go on.
Thank you.
On.
Keep going.
We are having some drinks. I've got vodka and sugar-free Red Bull, but Haley, of course, is the Pinterest queen, and you have to tell us what you made.
It's just a quarantini. I made it up. And so I don't know. In it, I don't measure anything. I just dump it all in. A lot of vodka, crushed ice, unsweetened cranberry juice, and then LaCroix. Mine's peach. And then
That's
the best part, oh, sorry, that is bubbly. Sorry, bubbly. And the best part during quarantine is emergency.
Hell yeah.
Stay healthy.
I love it. Okay,
Corona's not gonna get me.
I am so grateful that you're Zooming and gonna teach us a little bit about the gram. I'm so old.
You're not old. It's okay.
Haley is 25, right?
Almost 26.
Oh, okay. So
only a few weeks.
Haley is a very mature 20, almost 6 years old. But it's crazy because, you know, I'm 37 and I was just talking to her before we hit record, and it's like our age difference means nothing with our friendship. We can go out or we can bullshit all day long. But when it comes to social media and freaking technology, I'm a dinosaur and you're like the it girl. So whenever we go out, whenever we do anything, she like can spot the right lighting. Like we have to get in front of this backdrop, we have to take a picture for a story or a boomerang or
this
whatever.
Wall.
Exactly. So it's annoying when we're out, but then like you're just such a pro at it. You just like bing, bang, boom, and all this stuff is like just falls in line perfectly. And your Instagram layout is just awesome and everything. So Haley's going to do a training for us all about the gram.
Why do you keep calling it the gram?
I'm panicking.
First step, don't call it the gram.
I'm already failing this class, you guys. Okay, so Haley, I'm going to let you take it away. We're going to do some things. She's going to like break it down. We're going to talk about some things about Insta.
That's better.
Sometimes she might share her screen. I think this is going to be a great training. So thanks for doing this for us.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I guess I'll just start with some of the basics. There's different types of Instagram accounts. There's a public account, there's private accounts, there's business accounts. And you can actually have more than one account, and you don't have to like have different logins and stuff. You can all connect it to like just your Instagram app, and you can access all your accounts through there. So it's super easy. So a public account, anyone can look at your pictures, your stories, anything that you post. Anyone can follow you. You don't have to approve any followers or anything like that. So, I mean, if you're using it for business or something, I would definitely recommend a public account, because then you're going to get more people following you, more people seeing your stuff for your business. Private accounts, you have to approve any followers. So it can't just be any random person looking at your stuff. They can't see your stuff. They can't see your stories. And then or any of your posts, and then a business account. I really like business accounts because they provide like a lot of different analytics and data that you can look at. They call it insights on Instagram. And I mean, you can see things from like age range of your followers, when your followers are on Instagram, like if they're looking at your posts or if they're looking at your story and then backing out of your story before your story is even done because they've lost interest.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, so there's really cool things. You can see how many people saw your post and versus how many people actually then interacted on it or liked it or commented. So it's really cool. This Instagram business accounts can do a lot. And I'm sure there's a lot more I don't even know about, but
You know how it's like swipe up for more or whatever? Can I tell if they swiped up and then didn't fill out whatever or didn't buy whatever?
that's a really good question. You have to have a certain amount of followers to be able to put a swipe up on your story. I think it might be like
Really?
10,000,
Are you
like 10.
serious?
Yes. So like I can't put a swipe up. You have to have like a certain amount of people who think you're cool enough to do
Like
that.
the version of like being Twitter verified, getting your
Yeah.
tag there?
Pretty much the swipe up capability. So I really can't answer any questions about that, but swipe up is a really cool feature. But a lot of times what people will do if like you want to put a link in something, you can put a link in your profile and say like, click on the link in my profile. And
it's only like link in bio, right? That's the only thing that you can do. You can't put links like in your caption on your pictures or anything.
That's what like drives me nuts is like some people put the link to something in the caption on their post, but like I can't click on it. And I'm not going, and I can't click on it to like highlight and copy and then paste it into Safari or something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and like type it out. I'm not going to then like get my computer open and type this link in. So when people do that, it's kind of, I feel like a waste personally.
And for all of you listeners, anybody watching this training right now, Haley is not a real estate agent. But Haley and I became friends and met through, we also do like Rodan and Fields, so our skin is on point. But what I noticed when I was hanging out with all the Rodan and Fields girls, like they're super cool, but it was really funny because when I started hanging out with all of you, I realized like how much better you guys were at social media marketing than any real estate agent, especially in the Quad Cities, ever is, you know? And so I'm like, I'm gonna like, no matter what, like, no matter if I sell a lot of Rodan and Fields or hardly sell any of it, or I just sell enough to have like a good discount or get my skincare for free or whatever, I knew like it was gonna be a game changer to like watch videos and stuff that you guys would do about like social media training, because it is like way better than any real estate agent is. So I just think it's so it's like incredible. I'm like, I stumbled onto a gold mine here for marketing.
Well, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I like Instagram because I've always loved photography. I don't know. I took photography classes in high school and throughout college. So to me, Instagram is, you know, obviously photography. So it's more like it's more photography than I would call Facebook. Facebook's like, you know, just posting moments of your life. But so I don't know.
Okay, I'll stop interrupting.
That's kind of it. Okay, well, I'm hoping everyone knows how to post. If not, you can contact Sandy and I can help you with that. But I'm not gonna
move on.
What? Yeah, or you can do this thing called Google.
Don't ask me how to make an Instagram post.
You can also Google it. But the cool thing about doing a post though, is you can add up to 10 photos at a time. And really, if you want, I tell people, because I've actually done a training before for Arna, if you tell, like, I don't know, I'm rambling. I think it's important to make all your photos look cohesive. And what I mean by that is, like, if you're going to use filters, try and use like the same 1 or 2 filters for every photo. If your style is going to be like super bright photos, then do super bright and like airy and washed out photos. If your style is going to be like really colorful and vibrant and have a lot of contrast, then do that. I mean, there's like tons of, you don't have to just use the Instagram filters. You can, go to Lightroom and buy filters off Etsy or something. And when I say filters, I'm not talking about like Photoshop. Like, you're not making yourself look different. It's just applying like different tones and colors to the photo. Hues, yeah. So it's really nice to have like a cohesive feed and use the same kind of colors and tones throughout your pictures. It just makes everything look nicer. So like if you're gonna put a post with 10 different photos in it, you probably want to have them all look relatively the same color-wise. So there's also, you also, when you're posting, you can, have a caption. There's also hashtags. So that's a good way to get recognized by having hashtags. Because, like, for example, if I want a new recipe for my Instant Pot, I will literally search on Instagram, Instant Pot recipe. And then anyone who has tagged done a hashtag on their post, Instant Pot recipe, that post will come up, as long as they're a public profile. If they're private, you won't see their post. But that's another way, like, bloggers get people to come to their page. If you're looking for cute spring outfits, like, you're going to search the hashtag spring outfit, and you're going to, find different bloggers. So take advantage of hashtags. I wouldn't go overboard with the hashtags, maybe like 5 to 10 is fine, but you don't need 50 hashtags on your post.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's like, that's a little much. It looks like you're trying a little hard. So, and I don't know, just like a catchy little caption, like something, a little witty or funny, whatever. Let's see here.
Remember when hashtags used to be witty? Like, you weren't ever trying to like tag something. Now you do hashtags for information, but remember like 5 to 7 years ago when it was like meant to do that, not really though. Like, it was like hashtags after that. Like, if someone, like, I don't even want to go through my old social media now because I'm going to be embarrassed.
No, me either. Another thing that people probably already know, posts are permanent. I mean, you can delete them later on, but they're permanent. So with stories, they disappear after 24 hours unless you save them to a highlight bubble on your profile. They'll go away. So that's kind of like,
wait for you to show me that highlight bubble, because the stories have been really tripping me up, because I'm like, why would I post something as a story if it's gone forever after 24 hours?
Well, it kind of depends what your Instagram is for. If you're doing it for your realtor business, you're probably not going to post you making dinner.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like a fashion blogger, you might post yourself making dinner. Like, there's just kind of, you don't need the picture of you making dinner to stay on your feed forever. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, hey everyone, I'm making dinner. I am a cook. Like, watch what I'm doing.
Also, something that, where did I hear this? But basically, I learned that people, especially people using Instagram, usually don't even scroll through the actual feed anymore. They're just watching the stories, and then they're on with their day usually. And so it's like, you do want to make sure you're utilizing stories and you learn how to do stories, because that's just, that is like the new feed for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say probably most of the things I see are stories, but so Instagram has like weird algorithms where if you post a picture and it doesn't get a certain amount of likes or comments within a certain amount of time, it'll basically go to the bottom of someone's feed and they'll just never even see it. So that's why hashtags also help, as long as you're, again, on a public profile, not if you're on a private profile. But if you go to someone's Instagram a lot, like I have, my favorite bloggers or whatever that I follow. So I go to their Instagram a lot because they have good tips. Mm-hmm. So because I go to their Instagram more, Instagram knows to put their pictures like first on my feed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know if stories does that, but I know posts do.
Okay, so real estate agents really suck at getting likes and comments on their shit. So like, what are some tips for that?
Well, you can also just like have people on your team comment on it, and then Instagram thinks it's like something more people want to see.
That was a really good RNF tip and trick. I liked that I learned that. And it's like, just like enlist the help of your teammates and your colleagues.
Because if Instagram thinks a lot of people are liking it and commenting on it, then they're going to think, oh, other people like must want to see this. Mm-hmm. So then they'll put it as higher importance on someone's feed. I don't really know what you guys post as realtors.
Boring shit. So we need to tell everybody, don't post boring shit.
Yeah, like if you can try to be creative.
Things for every one piece of boring thing.
Yeah. Or like people will do giveaways. It's like and comment, and tag 3 people on this post, and you'll be entered to, I don't know what kind of giveaway you would do for realtor. I mean,
A free
again,
house.
I'm not going to give, I was going to say, you get a free house. No, but like there's got to be like something you can do for people to get.
Even a gift card to a local business or.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I'll do to make sure people see my post, I will share my own post to my story, because more people are probably going to see my story and they'll see my post. And if they're interested, they can then click on the post in my story and it'll take them to the actual post on my feed. And
I love that idea, because I was trying to figure out how to do both story and post if I wanted it to be on both. So post it first and then share to your story.
Yeah, you can always do that, because then people can just directly click on the photo. It takes them right to your profile. And I really feel like more people see my story than see my actual feed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of like, I'm not really talking about my personal Instagram. I'm not on my personal Instagram for the likes and stuff. Like I just am sharing my life with friends. But I'm referring more to like my business Instagram, where you guys want more people on your page so that you're getting more interactions and things like that to help your business grow. Mm-hmm. So, cool. And then, with those giveaways too, it's like, if those people are tagging people on your post, and like, who knows, maybe one of them is looking to buy a house. Mm-hmm. Like they tag a friend who might buy a house in a couple months and they're like, oh yeah, my friend tagged me in that realtor page. Maybe I'll ask her if she can be my realtor. Like
it's all about like the brand recognition. So you're not using it to literally sell a house to that one person you're aimed at. You just want everybody to, like, for you to be top of mind, so that when somebody is ready to buy a house, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember her. Oh yeah, I think she's a realtor. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think most people that are like listening to this podcast, what do you want me to call it? Okay. Are they using personal Instagrams and they're going to post their business stuff on like their personal one with like pictures of their family and things? Or are they going to have like solely a separate Instagram for their business?
Well, I think that that's probably going to vary between each real estate agent. I myself didn't even realize that a business Instagram was an option, like kind of like what I guess we would liken it to a Facebook page, right? Versus our personal profile. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that as well. I think it's important. The advice that I would give agents out there would be, it's important to immediately start a business Instagram, because the analytics are where it's at. You want to know like what's reaching people and what's not. And frankly, I have like 3 different freaking Instagrams. My Instagram is like a mess. I've got like that broker girl, I've got my old, personal one. And then like, I think I tried to do like a realtor one at one point. So I could definitely stand to clean up my own Instas, but I have 3 different profiles. I could be liking and commenting on my own shit like all day long.
Do you have them all connected though, so you can like easily switch between them?
Yeah. Yes, okay. And I think you should show that when you share your screen. And I think you should also show, like, if you don't mind putting your own profile out there, but I think that you have a really good flow to yours, like what we were talking about with the hues and everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I have like, I think 3 different Instagrams. No, I have 4. Okay, but
good.
I don't really
feel so bad.
No, I have 4, but like, to me, like they kind of come and go for me. Like I have one for my dog. Okay. I'm that person. I'm that dog mom. And like, I don't post on it ever anymore. Like I was super into it for a while and now I haven't posted on it in months.
And then Jovi's grown, so not cute anymore.
Hey, you know what? Jovi has she had like 7,000 followers. So
really?
She was close to a swipe up link.
Damn.
People care way more about her than about me. And then like I started a teaching one and then like never did anything with that because I'm a 4th grade teacher. And then I have my RNF one, which I don't really post on anymore. So I pretty much just use my personal one. It was kind of like, these are a lot of different things. I'm just going to stick with this. So
it is hard. And I think people get spread too thin and they don't stay consistent with something. And so I think just having like a personal and a business, but being sure to post personal stuff from your business so that they can get to know you as a person and not just
Definitely.
like boring. Like nobody cares about buying houses until they're ready to buy a house.
Yeah. And if they think like you're a cool, fun person, then they're gonna be like, I want her to be my realtor.
Exactly.
And like, that's so something I have, I'm trying to remember who I heard it from so I can give them credit. It was like someone on Instagram who was doing a training, and now I can't remember, but they'd mentioned like pick 5 things that are relatable, that like are will like help someone get to know you, and post about each of those 5 things on your story or with a post throughout the week. And they're simple things like, okay, I love to cook, I have a dog, I drink wine, I'm a teacher. I mean, I like to exercise. Like those are my 5 things. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I consistently post about those 5 things, like, you know, on a story, like, oh, beautiful day out today as I'm on my walk, or good morning from my dog, like whatever, or here's me making dinner.
That.
Here's the recipe. If you like pick your 5 things that like are about you and like make them, I'm doing a really bad job explaining this.
No, you're not.
Then,
like it
then
totally makes sense.
People they'll either be like, oh, like I like cooking too, or oh, I love wine too, or they'll find something to connect with you on. Or if they don't like any of those things, at least they're still getting to know who you are.
Yeah.
And like you're choosing, I mean, it's not like, okay, today's Monday, I'm posting a picture of me drinking wine today. It gets, you don't want to be obvious about
Monday morning, back at
it. Okay, here's, you know, Wednesday, you know, here's Friday, I'm posting my run that I'm on. Like, no,
yeah.
but just
no,
if you're like,
so much sense because
if you're like, I don't know what to post about, like, what do I even put on a story? It's like, okay, pick 3 to 5 things that you think really like, the things that you like or represent you, and just like go with those 3 to 5 things. And then you have, you know, a story for every day of the week if you need.
And you want people on there anyway that relate to you as a person on at least one of those levels anyway, because I know from experience that I don't want clients that can't relate to at least one of my 5 fucking things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna be like that, like it's just somebody else can have that money.
Another thing too, to try and get creative, instead of just posting, you know, pictures of the front of houses or something, like, I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to, but like on stories, you could literally do a tour of the house. And you could save it to a highlight bubble. So then, you know, anyone who wants to go back and look at it in a couple days, if the house, you know, is still on the market, they can go back and look at all the stories that you did in your little tour, tour of it. And you can always like delete your highlight bubble.
How long can a story be if I am doing a video? Is there a time limit?
Like, I don't, there will be different frames.
What?
Wait, you're like super glitching, so I can't, what'd you say?
Now you're glitching.
Oh,
damn it.
That's because someone's calling me. Holly, go away.
Holly, we'll talk to you in a half an hour.
I love you, Holly, but go away.
Okay. So how long or maybe a better question would be like, how long would be the maximum that I would want my story? Because I know it's like a short burst, like attention grabbing, basically, right?
Yeah, but so there's like different frames, but it automatically goes from one frame to the next. So once your 10-second frame is up, it'll automatically keep recording. It won't cut you off. It won't cut you off till you're at probably like 2 minutes worth of 10-second frames.
Okay. Cool.
And even it'll cut you off, you can still then post that whole thing and then keep going if you want. It starts over. So there's really no like time limit. I mean, does someone want to sit there and watch 15 minutes of you talking about this house? Probably not.
Yeah.
But a quick 5-minute tour, or like little teasers or whatever, like here's the kitchen, like I don't know, like, you know, message me to see, you know, if you want to see what the bedrooms look like. I don't know, trying to get people to want to message you and reach out. there's also something else I was going to tell you, and now I'm totally blanking.
Well, what I think we should do is go through like what you were going to go through for the rest of Instagram. But then I think we should stop recording and have stories be a completely separate training, because
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, there's so much you can like run away with on stories. And I feel like we can at least pop it up for our listeners like that.
You can ask, because I can go into polls, questions,
Exactly.
all those different things, which are huge in stories. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I was like about to say something that was like
super profound.
It was like really good, and now I guess it's not that important. So, okay. So what do you need me to do?
I want you to show us the gram.
Okay. I'm not a professional. I'm not a blogger with 100,000 followers. Okay. See if I can figure this technology stuff out here. Share content, screen, Zoom. Okay. So, hello, me and Evan. Those are my engagement photos.
Oh, yes. And I love, like, see, you're just so perfect with that stuff. You're too perfect.
Okay. So here's my Instagram. If you go down to this, here in the corner, can you see where I'm clicking? Like if I click on something, does it highlight what I clicked?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, this is my hairdresser. She's cutting grass. Oh my God.
That was super smart of her to like post that.
Yeah, right? Okay, so if I go to my profile and I click at the top, then you can see my different accounts. So you can see my dog. I can click on it and it'll automatically. Now I'm acting as my dog's
account. It has 6,000 followers.
But I haven't posted since June, so I'm sure I've lost a ton of followers.
But I love, okay, just even the bio for Jovi though. You made sure that we all know like mini Golden Doodle, because that's gonna flag something. Quad Cities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Birthday.
And then, okay, so for people who don't know what I'm talking about with highlight bubbles, this right here, what I'm moving, those are highlight bubbles. So you can
able to categorize them? Did you make up those categories?
Yep, I made the icons on Canva. You don't have to get that crazy with it if you want. I mean, like I just wanted them to have a cohesive look. And then yes, you can make the categories. So like if I click on one, I can add any story I've posted to any highlight bubble.
Oh, cute.
So these are all,
God.
These were all posted on different days to my Instagram. Am I going too fast?
No, it's mostly picking it up.
Okay. So these were all posted at completely different times on my story throughout different weeks, days, months.
Nightmare when you have a baby. I can already tell.
I totally am. But anyways, and then you can add it to any highlight bubble you want. So yeah, I'm going to be a nightmare because you know, those like when people are like, here's my kid's 1 month picture. Here's my kid's 2 months picture. I literally did that with my dog.
I know.
So,
oh my God.
Oh God. I'm such a nerd. Okay. So real quick, let me go to my RNF one, which again, I've been horrible and I literally haven't posted probably in like a year. So this one's a business one. So I can see different analytics on it, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love your bubbles too, like what you did for those to make it a cohesive look too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so you can see in my bio, I have a link. So this is pretty much the only place you can put a link, and you can always change that link out if you need to. Like if it's like each week you're gonna update it with like the new listing or something that the new house you're selling, you could put the link to the house right there or something. Okay. And then, once you've sold that house and you're selling a new house, then you can put the next one. So like if you put a post, like let's say you put a post on your Instagram and it's like, all the photos of the house, you can in the caption then say like, to find out more, click on the link in my bio or something.
Or even just have the link just to your house search website and then say, you know, and then just hashtag the address or something maybe. The street.
Yep, exactly. And not gonna lie, I did not do a super good job at keeping things cohesive on this Instagram. So you can see it's really kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And it does not look as nice as like my personal one. All the colors and tones are very similar.
Yes, your Insta is so awesome.
Nothing's loading because, hello, I have no
know,
internet and I live in the middle of the field. Nothing's loading. I can't take credit for my engagement photos. Those are Iron and Lace photos. She's amazing. But everything else I try to keep cohesive tones.
Here's Holly.
Yes. Okay. So I think we're going to run out of time. So let me go back and I can show you the analytics side. And again, I haven't posted in forever, so there's probably not really many insights to see. So if you click on the top, in the top right corner, there's 3 lines. And if you click on that, then you can go to insights.
Got it.
And there's nothing here because I haven't done anything, but there will be tons of information about your posts. I mean,
yeah,
you can
that's
see
killer. That is so awesome.
Information about your stories.
This is making me like Instagram more, Haley. You might be seeing me on here.
You can see, like, it'll tell you when like most of your followers are looking at your profile, or at what time most people are seeing your posts, or what time most of your followers are even on Instagram. So if you know most of your followers
oh my God, that's killer.
are on Instagram around noon because they're all eating lunch at their desk or something and they're scrolling Instagram, then you're going to want to post your picture around noon on Instagram because it's going to go to the top of their feed. More people are going to like it, and then it's going to stay on people's feeds because more people have liked it instead of getting pushed to the bottom because Instagram thinks no one cares about this picture and no one wants to see it.
Love it.
You can see the reach. You can see how many people are actually seeing your photos versus how many people are actually liking them. You can see how many people are going to your profile page. You can see how many people are like clicking out of your stories because they don't care about what you've posted. You can like tons of stuff. Audience tells you all about like where people are from. Most of your followers.
That is cool.
Age ranges, genders, what time of, like this, none of this data is accurate because I haven't posted in months, but like on a Thursday, looks like most people are online, 3 p.m. and later.
I bet Evan's happy that only 9% of your followers are men.
I don't think he cares. I literally have to be like, Evan, go on Instagram and look at the picture I posted because he'll never see it if I don't.
That's so cool how we have all of that data accessible at our fingertips, though. I love it.
It's super convenient. Trying to think if there's like anything glaring that I should tell you guys.
What was that promotions tab?
I think that's where you can like buy, like you can pay money for your post to show up higher on people's feeds.
Okay, so that's the equivalent of like boosting or doing an ad or whatever.
Yeah, I've never done that before, so I can't really give any information on it, but you can pay to have your stuff sponsored, and show up more. So yeah.
No, I mean, that's great. I think that's a great like basics tour. If we go back to like your personal, oh no, you can stop sharing.
That's okay. Here we go. Oh, see my highlight bubbles: cooking, books, the house.
Oh yeah.
RNF, Words of Inspiration, teaching, and Joby. Those are kind of like my main things I feel like I post. So
yeah. And you just kind of almost have like some really Haley professional mac and cheese.
Okay, like come on, if I'm at a restaurant, I'm ordering mac and cheese.
No, now I remember why you went nuts over my mac and cheese that night that you came over.
Yes, okay, because of like quarantine and stuff, I literally bought 2 12-packs of Annie's boxed mac and cheese at Costco. I have 24 boxes of mac and cheese in my house.
We bought one of those at Costco too. We've got that for Ava.
I didn't buy them at the same time. I bought one week, and then like 3 weeks later, I was like,
what if they run
God.
out?
Well, I'm like, it's on sale. It's $5 off. It's $7 for 12 boxes. I have to do it. It won't go bad.
Just one quick thing. If you could just like open up one of your things that might have a few pictures to it, like I can tell which one has more than one picture to it because.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So like, you mean this post, how it has 4 photos in it?
I love your furniture. Great setup.
Thank you. I just moved into this house, so I have nothing on the walls. I know that.
And who is your awesome realtor?
You. I'm working on decor, so it's a work in progress. So you want me to scroll through the photos? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, just like, okay, because I like how like consistent it is. I mean.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say, that thing that was like not important, but it kind of is. So you can schedule posts. There are apps that you can download where you can schedule your posts. So like, let's say I'm sitting on the couch at like 5 p.m. or something, and I want something to post at, 3 days from now at 2 p.m. I can schedule that to post by using like different
Buffer.
apps.
I think I used Buffer for that.
I used Planoly.
Planoly? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and what was nice is you could like arrange. I don't do this anymore. Like this is when I was like all about Jovi's Instagram and all about my RNF one. But like you can arrange your photos in different ways to see like what looks best, to see like what order you want to post them in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you want your feed to look like clean and cohesive. So like you can move pictures around to be like, okay, if I put this one, in the middle here, like, then there's too much blue right next to each other. So like, let me post something else before I post this really blue picture.
Holy shit. That is so, that intimidates me.
It's just a little excessive. Don't worry. You don't have to do that.
That's cool though. No, I think that you can stop sharing. I think
okay.
that all was like really great for us to,
oops, wait, shoot, I pressed.
You're fine. Now you're broadcasting again. Okay, now your mic's off. Now your mic's off.
I'm not that tech savvy with Zoom.
You were totally like fine until you're like, wait, no,
I'm showing my card.
No, I am looking forward to, and I know like the listeners are definitely going to be looking forward to your input on all about stories. Mm-hmm. I think we should go over boomerangs, everything. Like, I want to know how you do like animated shit on the stories, little like.
Mm-hmm. They're either GIFs or GIFs. I still don't know. So
you know what?
I can ask my 4th graders. They'll probably know.
Pronounced GIF, but I call it GIF just to be like an old asshole and be like, back in my day with the GIFs, like. But anyway, no, I just wanted to thank you so much for your time, because even though I'm sure like for people your age, like that's so basic, but it's really not, especially for, it's great insight on using it in a business sense for agents. Hopefully, I got a lot out of it.
Good. Yeah, I hope it's helpful. And if people have questions for you, just let me know. I don't mind, explaining or going more into something. And if I think of more things that I realize I should have said, I'll let you know so that you can.
I love it. And maybe some night for my agents, we could do like an actual live Zoom call. It'd be private for the agents that do it. It wouldn't be like on Facebook Live or anything.
Yeah.
That might be fun to do too. And everybody is exactly like me. They would all be drinking and just like having a good time. I can't guarantee their clothes will be on, so.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I can do that. And then we can answer questions, or like if someone is like, wait, I don't know how to do this, I can walk them through it. They can try and do that on their own phone. But I really do think stories are where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, or whatever. That's probably the wrong expression to use there.
Engagement. And you know what? You're just like the last post that you clicked on about your living room, you had 57 likes. Most realtors can't even get 1 or 2 likes for shit that they're posting, but it's obvious. It's things that other people might be interested in. Granted, that's your personal, and people are like, if what you have to say, but if your content, even as a person, isn't engaging, like there's no way you'd get like 57 likes. I mean, come on. So
yeah, like, okay, this is going to sound harsh, but really, if people don't care about what you post or don't care about you, they're not going to like your stuff.
Exactly.
Like if you're just posting house after house after house and they're not even interested in buying a house, and they're not your best friend, why would they keep liking your posts?
Exactly.
If it doesn't benefit them somehow.
Know you as your own brand, you as a person, before they'll ever even think of you in a professional sense.
Yeah, and so like even doing stuff that doesn't have to do with house buying, but maybe being a homeowner, like, hey everyone, don't forget to, I don't know, what do homeowners do? Clean out your filter. I don't know. I've lived in a house for a month. Being helpful, like, hey everyone, I put together this spring checklist for your landscaping, or the spring checklist for your, like, be helpful. Basically, like I post like a lot of recipes that I make, like on my stories, and like tips and tricks.
Yourself, you follow like DIY project, you know, home improvement type things. So like that might pick up a client like you know, just posting projects. If you as a realtor happen to have a passion in doing some DIY projects or landscaping or whatever, like people are gonna, the right client's gonna eat it the hell up.
Yeah, like here's 5 quick tips for how to up your home value, like, or here's 5 DIYs that are easy and cheap that are gonna up your, like, be a source of information, not just selling houses, because not everyone needs a house. Like I have a house, so now I'm good for like 7 to 10 years, probably, maybe longer. Like I don't,
why would I need to follow homeowner thing?
Why would I need to follow a realtor right now? So convince me that I need to follow you.
Exactly.
Even though I don't need a house.
You have to be fabulous, and you have to, I loved your 5 relatable things.
I can't take credit for that. I cannot.
I know it's not yours, but I heard it from you first, and it just like, it makes so much sense and makes everything so much less overwhelming. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Well, we'd better stop this recording before somebody jumps on the call for our actual.
Oh my God! Wait, how long have we been on here for?
Like an hour almost. That's why I was like, I knew it'd be good, and I knew that we needed to split this recording into 2 separate trainings so that people could love it. But anyway, I hope you guys all got a lot out of this. Thank you so much, Haley, for your time. And we will be back with Instagram stories soon, hopefully within the next couple of days, because we ain't got something on this weekend, I'm sure.
So. I'll wash my hair for that one, I promise.
No worries.